Welcome to English, Please, the podcast where we explore captivating topics in under 10 minutes in clear, intermediate English. I'm your host, Christopher. I live and work in New York City, and I'm a language enthusiast who has always been interested in the best ways to learn a new language. Thanks for listening. I mentioned in the previous episode that I'm going to begin sending occasional newsletters with some English tools and content to assist you on your journey to fluency. If you're interested, you can sign up in the show notes. And don't worry, I won't send emails often. Hopefully, just often enough to help. One item in the most recent newsletter was the announcement of a brand new free book club. I'd like to offer a limited group of listeners the opportunity to join me online for 4 50-minute sessions. We'll discuss a book together, learn some vocabulary, and practice English conversation. I think it will be a fun and valuable experience for all of us. You can find all the details at comullen.com/book. I originally planned to have the first book club in December. When I offered the free book club in the last newsletter, the response was bigger than I imagined, and thank you for that. But because we are in the holiday season, most of the people who signed up were having a difficult time committing to all 4 dates. I told those listeners we're going to do it in early 2025 instead. And I'd love to have you join us. It's completely free, and the details are at comullen.com/book. That's comullen.com/BOOK. You can sign up there, or you can contact me if you have any questions. Now, on with the episode. Living in New York City means living in a place where change is constant. Neighborhoods are transformed as old buildings are destroyed and new ones are constructed, and areas become completely new. Hudson Yards, an ambitious development on Manhattan's West Side, is a good example. In less than 10 years, this forgotten industrial area has become a neighborhood of luxury, culture, and cutting-edge design. Hudson Yards offers a unique glimpse into New York City's constant drive to innovate. For many decades, the area now known as Hudson Yards was filled with the Long Island Railroad's sprawling rail yards. Oh, a rail yard is a place where trains go to be repaired, cleaned, or stored when not in use. Essentially, it's like a big parking lot with a huge number of tracks where the many trains are parked. And in general, rail yard locations are not beautiful or interesting places. These tracks played a crucial role in the city's transportation network, and they still do. But as the city became more modern, it didn't need an area so large. By the early 2000s, having such a vast rail yard in one of the most expensive cities in the world was strange. Manhattan has a limited amount of space since it's an island, and this was one of the last big pieces of land remaining for development. City planners wanted to turn this industrial area into a global destination for living, working, and entertainment. However, this was not a simple project. Before construction could begin, engineers had to solve an enormous problem: how to build an entire neighborhood over an active rail yard. The solution involved creating a massive platform over the rail yards, supported by steel beams and concrete slabs. Then, 16 new skyscrapers, as well as parks and public spaces, would be built on this platform above the tracks. Today, Hudson Yards is a glittering new neighborhood filled with attractions for every interest. When you're there, it's impossible to know you are on a platform above train tracks. There are places near Hudson Yards where it's possible to see the tracks and the way the platform is built, which is very strange and also very interesting to see. So, what's at Hudson Yards? Luxury shopping. The shops at Hudson Yards host some of the world's most prestigious luxury brands, like Cartier, Dior, and Gucci, as well as some smaller, unique brands. You'll also find all kinds of restaurants ranging from high-end to very casual. Hudson Yards also features several high-rise towers with apartments offering panoramic views of Manhattan, which is perfect for those who dream of living in the clouds. The Shed, a massive cutting-edge arts center, hosts art exhibitions, concerts, and performances throughout the year. The High Line, an elevated park built on an old train track above the street, extends into the Hudson Yards area from the south. You can find out more about the High Line in episode 24. Many major companies, like L'Oreal and Warner Media, are now located in Hudson Yards, adding to the area's energy and filling the area with workers during the week. Among the attractions of Hudson Yards, the vessel is the boldest. It was designed by British artist Thomas Heatherwick, and it's an eye-catching structure that looks a lot like a honeycomb. Oh, a honeycomb is made by bees to store eggs and honey, and it's constructed of hexagon shapes. The vessel looks like this, with many interconnected staircases and platforms. It cost close to $200 million. The idea was to make a public art piece that visitors could physically interact with, offering unique perspectives of the city from the various levels. In fact, the team that built Hudson Yards called the vessel the Eiffel Tower of New York City. I'm not sure I agree, but they wanted it to be important. Now, the amount of money for this project could have been used to improve many things and help many people in New York City. A lot of citizens were angry that it was used for a tourist attraction. Some have called the vessel a staircase to nowhere because it had no real purpose aside from aesthetics. Tragically, it has also been the site of several suicides, and there have been many temporary closures and the implementation of strict safety measures, including requiring visitors to arrive in groups. These issues have led to discussions about mental health, safety, and the responsibility of public art. Despite its many attractions, there is also controversy about the Hudson Yards neighborhood. Critics point out that its luxury-focused design has contributed to gentrification, making the area less accessible to average New Yorkers. The expensive shops, exclusive restaurants, and luxury apartments are mainly aimed at the wealthy, and many New Yorkers have questioned if Hudson Yards is truly for everyone. Additionally, many environmentalists have raised concerns about sustainability. They question if Hudson Yards fits with New York City's environmental goals because of the energy used by its buildings and the waste created by its businesses. No matter how people feel about it, Hudson Yards is a bold statement about the future of New York City. As the neighborhood grows, its success will depend on balancing luxury with including all New Yorkers, and balancing innovation with New York's environmental goals. This episode was a little bit complicated with some technical words, but I hope you were able to understand most of the content. As always, there's a transcript available to help you with your understanding. You can find the link in the episode notes. I recommend listening again with the transcript to help with anything that wasn't clear. And I hope you have the time to participate in the free book club. I encourage you to visit comullen.com/book for more information. Spaces are limited, but it will be a great way for you to continue to improve your English in a comfortable, fun way. And again, there's no cost. I'm Christopher, and I want to invite you to join me in future episodes of English Please to hear about a variety of topics, all focused on helping you with your English. Subscribe now wherever you listen to podcasts, and let's embark on an adventure together in clear, understandable English. Sincere thanks, as always, for listening. See you soon.